The guitarist Pavlo, whom you may have enjoyed on PBS specials, says COVID-19 has extinguished some of his dreams to make the world happier with music, but not all of them. He says he dreamed for 7 years to perform a concert on the island of Santorini in the southern Aegean Sea to celebrate his Greek heritage, and he accomplished that goal, in spite of the virus nearly silencing the music. Joining us now to tell us about a performer's life in the era of COVID is Pavlo. Great to see you, Pavlo. Wish it were in person.
Yes, thank you. Well, these are the times, but we'll be in person soon enough.
I absolutely hope so. You know, you and I last saw each other at our Mountain Lake PBS studios during the historic month, March of 2020, just days before the shutdowns began in New York State and many other parts of the world. So how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I try to stay optimistic and positive, and all I can say is we're starting to tour again, and I'm ecstatic to be on stage. I really am.
Well, we are all very excited about that opportunity, and we're looking at some beautiful footage from your concert in Santorini at the moment, but we're going to speak briefly about a topic that is not so beautiful, which is COVID-19. One of my last memories before the shutdowns began was sitting with you in a restaurant in March of 2020, just before we went to the studio, and we were talking about how serious this approaching coronavirus was likely to be. But you seemed determined to not let the virus stop you. You kept making plans and plugging away. Did you think the virus would have the huge effect that it did?
Not at all. Honestly, I thought it was going to be here for a couple of weeks, and then we'd go on our merry way. Oh my goodness, was that not the case? 2 years later, we're still here. But again, I'm trying to be positive, and for me, it gave me a chance to regroup, get, my creativity going slowly, and just, did the best like everyone else. We just hung in there.
Yeah, I would have loved it had it lasted only 2 weeks like you were thinking. Well, one thing the virus did manage to stop was your planned concert in Montreal for November of 2020, 8 months into the pandemic, and that was before any of us would have even been vaccinated. And you pushed that show back to November of 2021 and later postponed again to November of 2022. So how does it affect you when you learn that a concert cannot happen?
Well, for me, I just want to play, so obviously I'm devastated when a concert gets canceled, because I realize that people are coming from all over the place. Like in Montreal, they may be coming from neighboring cities. Some people are flying in to see me. So when a concert gets canceled, I really feel upset, because of the travel plans that people have made as a result of my concert. Now they have to cancel them. And that's probably what hurts me the most. I can always come back and do another show at any time, but I know a lot of people plan their lives around these shows, and that's why I don't know. I don't even know if I deserve this. I just feel so grateful. I'm so indebted to everyone that comes to my concerts. I really am.
And Pavlo, you postponed the Montreal concert twice. As a working performer, what does it do to you to have to postpone concerts?
Well, the thing is, when you postpone a concert, once it goes into the next calendar year, it really hurts an artist, especially financially, because the truth is, it's not really a postponement, it's a cancellation, because I would be doing that concert again the next year or the year after, so it was difficult in that sense. Now, times that by 65 concerts, it becomes a bit of an issue.
Oh, I'd never really thought about it that way before. Thanks for clarifying that.
But the main thing is that we're doing it. We're doing it this November, and there's nothing that's going to stop us from doing this show. Obviously we'll be doing it with safety as our number one concern. But I just want to get into a room full of fans, friends, family, and just enjoy some music together.
Absolutely. What a wonderful family you have all over the world by this point. So with your upcoming show in Montreal, there is going to be a long gap between the upcoming show and your last live appearance in Montreal, thanks to COVID. Did COVID inspire you to write anything or do anything creatively?
Well, you know what? COVID's been around for so long. There was various phases. In the beginning, I wasn't inspired at all. I actually didn't know what was going on like the rest of us. So in fact, I didn't even want to pick up my guitar because that uncertainty is something that I've never felt before in my life. The uncertainty of what is going to happen in the near future. And so I basically played tennis. I walked my dog and I swam every day, just trying to occupy myself. But again, it's been around for 2 years. So in the last year, I started to get inspired again because I was getting close to actually taping the Santorini special that everyone's seen here. So, yeah, I mean, I got inspired later in COVID when I saw the green light that things were kind of opening up soon.
Well, the special we're enjoying on PBS stations across the country, Pavlo Live in Santorini, that was also affected by COVID, I understand. It was shot in August of 2021. And you say in the show it's the first concert special ever recorded on that island. What challenges did it present?
Oh, my goodness. Well, COVID, as a result of COVID, the show was postponed 4 times over a 2-year period. So 4 times we had a crew of 50 that came from all over the world. So we had to book hotels, book flights, cancel hotels, cancel flights, book hotel. We had to do that 4 times in a row. And then finally it happened. And, so it felt like I just made it into Greece before they closed it down again last summer. But the important thing is we did get to the island. We got it done. There was one last hurdle. To get into Greece, you had to be vaccinated. To get onto the island, you had to be vaccinated and tested all the way through. And in the last minute, the mayor of Santorini wanted us to make sure everyone had a test result at the entrance. And so we did that too. It was, at that point, my concert was the most COVID-free area in the world.
So everybody there was very safe listening to you. That's good to know.
Very safe.
And that special does betray the fact that it was recorded during COVID. We're going to see 2 servers join you on stage to pour champagne, and they are wearing masks. But what an interesting moment. Was this a planned moment in the show?
Nothing is planned with me, Paul. That. Honestly, there's a tradition in Greece for performers. Someone sometimes will send a sort of a gift of gratitude, and they'll pop open, champagne. You don't drink it, but you acknowledge it and you thank them. So it wasn't something that I planned at all, but someone did send the servers up with a gratitude of opening champagne, and I think it happened to be the owner of the hotel there. So yeah, that was quite the moment, but it worked out.
And it's going to work out in Montreal, too. 3rd time is the charm, Pavlo.
Thank you so much. I just can't wait to come back to Montreal and finally do concerts. Can you believe it? We're doing concerts. Woo! Hoppa!
Brilliant. There are a few ways we can enjoy your music, Pavlo. The special Live in Santorini is coming up on Mountain Lake PBS. And our viewers can find out more about your live show in Montreal this November 25th by heading to mountainlake.org.
Spotlight is supported by the Glenn and Carol Pearsall Adirondack Foundation, dedicated to improving the quality of life for year-round residents of the Adirondack Park.